What if I told you that Eve wasn't Adam's first wife? Hidden deep within ancient texts lies the story of Lilith, a woman so powerful and independent that she was erased from the Garden of Eden. While Eve is known as the obedient partner, Lilith's tale is one of rebellion and strength, a story that could change everything you thought you knew about creation. Today, we're diving into the untold story of Adam's first wife, Lilith, and the intriguing dynamics between her and Eve. Get ready for a journey through ancient myths and hidden truths that will challenge your understanding of biblical history. In this video, we'll explore the origins, significance, and the lasting impact of Lilith and Eve's stories. Buckle up, because this is going to be a fascinating ride into the depths of forgotten history. To uncover the story of Lilith, we need to dive into ancient Jewish folklore, where her tale is recorded in texts like the alphabet of Ben Sira. Unlike the more familiar biblical texts, these writings offer a different perspective on the creation story. Lilith's story, though less known, is no less significant and provides a fascinating counter-narrative to the tale of Eve. Most of us are familiar with the story of Adam and Eve from the book of Genesis. But Jewish folklore offers a different, more complex version of events. The alphabet of Ben Sira, an ancient text dating back to the early medieval period, introduces us to Lilith, a figure who predates Eve as Adam's first wife. This text is part of a larger tradition of midrashic literature, which seeks to fill in the gaps and answer questions left by the canonical Bible. According to these ancient texts, Lilith was created at the same time and from the same earth as Adam. This simultaneous creation was meant to symbolize equality between the two. Unlike Eve, who was made from Adam's rib, Lilith stood as an equal partner from the very beginning. This equality, however, set the stage for the dramatic conflict that would follow. Imagine the scene. God is creating the first humans, shaping them from the dust of the earth. But in this ancient version, he doesn't just create Adam and then Eve. He creates Adam and Lilith simultaneously, both from the same earth. This isn't just a minor detail, it's a profound statement about their relationship. Lilith was not meant to be a subordinate companion. She was intended to be Adam's equal, standing alongside him from the very beginning. However, this equality would soon become a point of contention. Unlike Eve, who would later be created from Adam's rib to signify her role as a supportive partner, Lilith's equal creation meant she wouldn't submit easily. This fundamental difference laid the groundwork for the dramatic events that would unfold, leading to Lilith's departure from Eden and the subsequent creation of Eve. Lilith's desire for equality and her refusal to be subservient to Adam ultimately caused her to leave Eden, choosing independence over submission. After her departure, she was often depicted in later mythology as a demoness, symbolizing rebellion and strength. The creation of Lilith from the same earth as Adam was meant to symbolize their equality. But what happened next set the stage for one of the most dramatic conflicts in the early human narrative. Lilith, recognizing her equal creation, refused to be subservient to Adam. She demanded to be treated as an equal in all aspects of their relationship. This was a radical departure from the expectations of the time, and it caused significant friction between the two. Imagine the daily life in Eden. Adam and Lilith, both new to existence, navigating their roles and relationship. Unlike Eve, who would later embody the supportive partner, Lilith insisted on equal footing. She wanted her voice to be heard, her choices respected. But Adam, accustomed to the traditional roles, could not accept this. He expected Lilith to be compliant, but she resisted. This struggle for dominance and equality created a rift that could not be mended. Lilith's refusal to submit wasn't just a minor disagreement, it was a fundamental clash of principles. She stood her ground, arguing that her creation from the same earth as Adam justified her claim to equality. This rebellion was unprecedented, and it set her apart from any other character in early human history. Her defiance was a bold statement against the norms of submission and compliance. The conflict escalated to a breaking point. Unable to resolve their differences, Lilith made a dramatic choice. She uttered the ineffable name of God, a powerful act that gave her the strength to leave Eden. This was not just a physical departure, but a profound declaration of her independence and self-determination. Picture the moment: Lilith, standing tall and resolute, choosing to walk away from the paradise of Eden. She understood the gravity of her decision. Leaving Eden meant abandoning the only life she knew, but it also meant embracing her autonomy. This act of leaving was both courageous and tragic, as it symbolized the loss of unity and harmony in the first human relationship. As Lilith left Eden, she ventured into the unknown, forging a new path for herself. Her departure was a powerful statement of independence, a testament to her unwillingness to be subjugated. In later myths, Lilith was often demonized, portrayed as a dangerous seductress or a vengeful spirit. But these stories reflect more about the fear and misunderstanding of a strong, independent woman than about Lilith herself. Lilith's choice to leave Eden set the stage for the creation of Eve, who would embody a different approach to companionship. But the legacy of Lilith's rebellion and her quest for equality continued to echo through the ages, challenging traditional narratives and inspiring those who sought to understand the full spectrum of human nature and relationships. Leaving Eden was just the beginning of Lilith's extraordinary journey. As she stepped out of the garden, she entered a world of myth and legend that would transform her into one of the most enigmatic figures in folklore. Lilith's departure marked her transition from a mere mortal into a figure of immense power and mystery. In the wilderness beyond Eden, Lilith found herself in uncharted territory, both literally and metaphorically. According to various ancient texts, she wandered the earth and encountered entities beyond human comprehension. Some stories tell of her meeting with archangels sent by God to persuade her to return to Eden. Lilith, steadfast in her decision, refused to go back, solidifying her path of independence. As time passed, the narrative around Lilith began to shift. In the eyes of many, her refusal to submit and her departure from Eden painted her as a rebellious and dangerous figure. This perception grew into more sinister portrayals. In later Jewish mythology, particularly in the Kabbalah and the Zohar, Lilith was depicted as a demoness, a seductress who preyed on men and newborn children. These tales often emphasized her role as a night creature, associating her with darkness and danger. Imagine Lilith, once an equal partner to Adam, now cast as a nocturnal demoness. Her image became a symbol of fear and temptation, a cautionary tale about the dangers of female independence and defiance. This transformation from a strong, independent woman to a feared demoness highlights the cultural anxieties and patriarchal values of the times. Despite, or perhaps because of her demonization, Lilith's legacy has endured through the centuries, evolving and adapting to different cultural contexts. In many modern interpretations, Lilith is seen not as a villain, but as a powerful symbol of independence and resistance against oppression. In feminist literature and art, Lilith has been reclaimed as an icon of female empowerment. Her story of refusing to submit to Adam has inspired countless works that celebrate her as a figure who stands up for her rights and autonomy. Instead of being viewed solely as a demoness, she is seen as a champion of equality and a precursor to modern feminist ideals. Lilith's influence extends beyond Jewish folklore. In various cultures, she appears in different forms, each reflecting unique aspects of her complex character. In medieval European folklore, she was often associated with witches and spirits of the night. In modern pop culture, Lilith appears in novels, films, and television shows as a powerful and mysterious figure, often challenging traditional norms and roles. Consider how Lilith's story resonates today. In a world still grappling with issues of gender equality and personal autonomy, Lilith's tale offers a compelling narrative of strength and resilience. Her journey from Eden to the annals of mythology serves as a reminder of the enduring struggle for equality and the power of defiance in the face of oppression. In conclusion, Lilith's transformation and demonization reflect deep-seated cultural fears and prejudices. Yet, her legacy as a symbol of independence and rebellion continues to inspire and challenge us. Lilith's story, far from being just a footnote in religious texts, remains a powerful testament to the complexities of human nature and the timeless quest for equality. What if the creation of humanity's first woman wasn't just a tale of companionship, but a story loaded with symbolism and deeper meaning? Eve's arrival marked a new chapter in the story of humanity, one that is both familiar and filled with profound implications. This is the story of Eve. Eve's creation story is found in the book of Genesis, a cornerstone of the Judeo-Christian tradition. While Adam's creation from the dust of the earth signifies the birth of humankind, Eve's creation introduces themes of companionship, partnership, and the complexities of human relationships. According to Genesis, after creating Adam, God saw that it was not good for man to be alone. Thus, he decided to create a companion for Adam, someone who would share in his experiences and help him navigate the new world. The narrative takes a fascinating turn when it describes how Eve was brought into existence. Unlike Adam, who was formed from the ground, Eve was created from a part of Adam himself, his rib. This act of creation is loaded with symbolism. By taking a rib from Adam, close to his heart and under his arm, God emphasized the intended closeness and protection between them. Imagine the scene: Adam in a deep sleep, and God carefully removing a rib to fashion into Eve. This isn't just a matter of biological creation, it's a powerful statement about the nature of their relationship. Eve, created from Adam's side, signifies equality and partnership. She is not made from his head to rule over him, nor from his feet to be trampled upon, but from his side to stand beside him as an equal partner. Eve's arrival in Eden was more than just the introduction of another human being. It was the beginning of a partnership designed to navigate the complexities of life, to cultivate and care for the garden, and to provide mutual support. This creation story highlights the fundamental belief in the importance of companionship and the deep connection between humans. In essence, Eve's creation from Adam's rib symbolizes an ideal of mutual respect, partnership, and equality. It sets the stage for the dramatic events that would follow, shaping the narrative of humanity's early history and offering profound lessons about relationships and human nature. Eve's life in Eden was initially one of harmony and bliss. She and Adam lived in a paradise, surrounded by the beauty of the garden, with all their needs provided for. Together, they tended to the garden, naming the animals and caring for the plants. Their lives were a perfect balance of companionship and stewardship over creation. Eve's role was pivotal. She was not just a helper, but an integral part of the divine plan, sharing in the responsibilities and joys of life in Eden. But this idyllic existence was soon disrupted. Enter the serpent, a creature more cunning than any other that God had made. The serpent approached Eve, sparking a conversation that would change the course of human history. The serpent questioned God's command about the forbidden fruit, casting doubt and sowing seeds of temptation. It suggested that eating the fruit would not lead to death, as God had warned, but would instead open their eyes, making them like God, knowing good and evil. Imagine the moment, Eve, standing before the tree of knowledge of good and evil, the serpent's words echoing in her mind. The fruit looked delicious and desirable for gaining wisdom. The promise of becoming like God was too enticing to resist. In that pivotal moment, Eve made the fateful decision to take the fruit and eat it. She then offered it to Adam, who also ate, and their eyes were indeed opened, but not in the way they had hoped. Their act of disobedience had immediate and far-reaching consequences. For the first time, Adam and Eve felt shame and guilt. They realized their nakedness and hastily covered themselves with fig leaves. The harmony they once enjoyed was shattered. When God called out to them, they hid, afraid of facing their Creator. God's response was swift and severe. He pronounced judgments on the serpent, Eve, and Adam. The serpent was cursed to crawl on its belly and eat dust, becoming a perpetual symbol of deceit. Eve's punishment was pain in childbirth and a complicated relationship with her husband, marked by struggle and desire. Adam's consequence was a life of toil, working the ground for sustenance, which would now produce thorns and thistles. The ultimate consequence was their expulsion from Eden. God drove them out of the garden to prevent them from eating from the tree of life and becoming immortal in their fallen state. They were sent into the world, a harsh and unforgiving place compared to the paradise they had lost. Cherubim and a flaming sword were placed at the entrance of Eden to guard the way to the tree of life, ensuring that humanity could not return. Picture Adam and Eve standing at the edge of Eden, looking back at the paradise they could no longer enter. Their journey ahead would be fraught with hardship, but it would also be a journey of growth, redemption, and the continuation of the human story. Their fall from grace set the stage for the unfolding narrative of humanity, filled with challenges and the enduring quest for reconciliation with the divine. In essence, the story of life in Eden and the subsequent fall of Adam and Eve underscores profound themes of temptation, disobedience, and the loss of innocence. It serves as a powerful reminder of the fragility of paradise and the complex nature of human choices and their consequences. Eve's story doesn't end with her expulsion from Eden. Far from it, her legacy continues to shape the human narrative. As the first woman, Eve is revered as the mother of all living. This title, Mother of Humanity, carries profound significance. From her, all human life descends, making her the ancestral figure in whom all human lineage converges. This role is not just biological, but deeply theological. It places Eve at the heart of the human story, a central figure in the tapestry of life and faith. Imagine Eve outside the gates of Eden, embracing her new reality. Despite the hardships that lay ahead, she carried within her the potential for all future generations. Her role as a mother was both a blessing and a burden, symbolizing hope and continuity. Theologically, Eve's motherhood signifies the beginning of human history and the perpetual unfolding of God's plan for humanity. Her story reminds us of our origins and the shared heritage that binds all people together. Eve's story is rich with moral and ethical lessons that resonate through the ages. Her encounter with the serpent and the subsequent fall offer deep insights into human nature and the complexities of moral decision-making. One of the most prominent themes is temptation. Eve's decision to eat the forbidden fruit highlights the allure of temptation and the human tendency to question boundaries. The serpent's deceitful promise of wisdom and godlike knowledge appeals to our innate curiosity and desire for more. This act of yielding to temptation serves as a cautionary tale about the consequences of overstepping divine boundaries. Knowledge is another central theme. By eating the fruit, Eve and Adam gained the knowledge of good and evil. This newfound awareness brought with it a profound responsibility. Knowledge, in this context, is a double-edged sword. It can lead to enlightenment and growth, but it also comes with the weight of moral responsibility and the potential for suffering. Eve's story teaches us that the pursuit of knowledge should be tempered with wisdom and respect for the ethical implications. Responsibility is intricately woven into the narrative. Eve's actions had far-reaching consequences, not just for herself, but for all of humanity. This aspect of her story underscores the importance of considering the impact of our choices on others. Eve's journey from innocence to experience reflects the universal human journey towards understanding and accountability. Moreover, Eve's story is a testament to resilience and hope. Despite the fall, she continued to live, love, and nurture the future generations. Her resilience in the face of adversity is a powerful reminder that even in our most challenging moments, there is always a path forward. Her life after Eden is a narrative of perseverance and the enduring human spirit. In essence, Eve's legacy is multifaceted. As the mother of humanity, she symbolizes our shared origins and the interconnectedness of all people. The moral and ethical lessons from her story, temptation, knowledge, responsibility, and resilience, offer timeless wisdom that continues to guide and inspire. Eve's journey, with its triumphs and tribulations, remains a cornerstone of the human experience, reflecting our deepest struggles and highest aspirations. Comparing Lilith and Eve, as we reflect on the legacies of Lilith and Eve, it becomes clear that these two women, while sharing a connection through Adam, embody vastly different aspects of the human experience. Their stories offer a rich tapestry of themes and lessons that continue to resonate through the ages. Now, let's delve deeper into the contrasting perspectives of Lilith and Eve and examine their profound cultural impacts. Lilith and Eve, though both pivotal figures in the creation narrative, represent fundamentally different perspectives on human relationships and roles. Lilith's story, rooted in ancient Jewish folklore, paints her as a figure who fiercely demanded equality. Created from the same earth as Adam, she saw herself as his equal and sought to stand beside him, not beneath him. This quest for equality set her apart and led to her ultimate departure from Eden when she refused to be subservient. Eve's creation, on the other hand, symbolizes companionship and partnership. Formed from Adam's rib, Eve was designed to be a helper, a partner who would share in Adam's life and duties. This act of creation from Adam's side suggests a complementary relationship, one of mutual support and partnership, rather than equality in the sense Lilith demanded. Eve's role was to be a nurturing presence, bringing balance and harmony to Adam's existence. The contrasting desires of Lilith and Eve, equality versus companionship, highlight different approaches to relationships and roles within them. Lilith's insistence on equality speaks to the struggle for recognition and autonomy, while Eve's role emphasizes the importance of harmony and mutual support. Lilith's rebellion against subservience and her bold decision to leave Eden contrast sharply with Eve's experience of temptation. Lilith's act was one of defiance and self-assertion, a rejection of imposed roles and a declaration of independence. Her story embodies the spirit of rebellion, challenging the status quo and seeking to redefine her place in the world. Eve's narrative centers on the act of temptation and the resulting fall from grace. Her choice to eat the forbidden fruit, influenced by the serpent's deceit, was a pivotal moment of human disobedience. Unlike Lilith's conscious rebellion against inequality, Eve's act was driven by curiosity and the allure of knowledge. The consequences of her actions were profound, leading to the loss of Eden and the introduction of sin and mortality into the human experience. These differing paths, Lilith's rebellion and Eve's temptation, reflect the complex nature of human choices and their far-reaching consequences. Lilith's story challenges us to consider the cost of independence and equality, while Eve's tale warns of the dangers of temptation and the pursuit of forbidden knowledge. Lilith and Eve have been interpreted and symbolized in various ways across different cultures and texts. Lilith's image evolved from an equal partner to a demonized figure, often associated with seduction and danger. In Jewish mythology, she became a symbol of the night, a creature to be feared. This transformation reflects cultural anxieties about female independence and power, casting Lilith as a cautionary figure. Eve, meanwhile, has been symbolized as the archetypal woman, the mother of all living. Her story has been used to underscore themes of obedience, temptation, and redemption. In Christian theology, Eve's role in the fall and subsequent promise of salvation through her offspring places her at the heart of the human redemption narrative. Both figures, through their diverse interpretations, offer a window into cultural and societal values. Lilith's demonization highlights fears of female autonomy, while Eve's role underscores traditional views on gender roles and moral responsibility. Today, the stories of Lilith and Eve continue to resonate in contemporary discussions on gender roles, independence, and morality. Lilith has been reclaimed by modern feminist movements as a symbol of female empowerment and resistance against patriarchal structures. Her story inspires those who seek equality and refuse to be confined by traditional roles. Eve's narrative, while often viewed through the lens of traditional morality, also offers valuable lessons. Her story of temptation and consequence serves as a reminder of the ethical complexities of human choices. In modern contexts, Eve can be seen as a figure who embodies the struggle for understanding and the pursuit of wisdom, despite the risks involved. Together, Lilith and Eve provide a rich duality of perspectives. They challenge us to reflect on our own beliefs about equality, partnership, autonomy, and moral responsibility. Their stories, far from being relics of the past, continue to inspire and provoke thought, reminding us of the enduring quest for understanding and balance in human relationships. As we reach the end of our exploration into the lives of Lilith and Eve, it's clear that these two figures, though often overshadowed by other biblical narratives, offer profound insights into the human condition and our ongoing quest for meaning and understanding. Let's recap the key aspects of Lilith's and Eve's stories and their enduring significance. Lilith, created as an equal to Adam, became a symbol of independence and rebellion when she refused to submit and chose to leave Eden. Her transformation into a demoness in later mythology and her subsequent reclamation as a feminist icon reflect the complexities of her legacy. Eve, created from Adam's rib to be a companion and partner, played a pivotal role in the narrative of temptation and the fall. Her decision to eat the forbidden fruit introduced profound themes of knowledge, responsibility, and the consequences of human actions. Together, Lilith and Eve embody different perspectives on equality, companionship, rebellion, and temptation, offering rich and multifaceted lessons. Their stories have been interpreted and symbolized in various ways across cultures, highlighting societal values and anxieties. In modern times, Lilith and Eve continue to resonate in discussions about gender roles, independence, and morality, reminding us of the enduring power of these ancient narratives. If you found the stories of Lilith and Eve fascinating, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the untold tales of the Bible. Your support helps us bring more hidden stories to light and explore the rich tapestry of biblical history. Thanks for watching. Let us know in the comments which biblical stories you want us to explore next. We're excited to continue this journey with you and delve into the depths of these timeless tales.